It's always intriguing when a new SMP gets started up by a collection of different YouTubers, because you already know that they're going to be doing something along the lines of some form of lore, or some form of overarching story, or something along those lines in order to keep viewers interested in the content being created, because there's only so much normal Minecraft content can keep people interested in. So, the beginning of the lore of Epic SMP started off extraordinarily soon by within the very first stream of Ted, which happened on day 1. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Void and all the lore-based events that happened in week 1.
It's a giant hole in the ground. What in the world? But why is it making that ominous noise? What is it? What is up with that? Jeez. That's creepy. Alright.
We first find out about the Void within Ted's first stream on the server, knowing that he can see into the Void, that he can see into this big chasm that is just lurking not far from spawn. But we didn't have any knowledge if anyone else had actually picked up on its existence, or is able to even see it. Ted would eventually bring someone else towards the Void. Slimesicle.
I was meaning to talk with you about this, but
About
have
what?
you noticed this?
But seemingly, Slimesicle could not see the hole. He looked towards it, but then said there was nothing there, and that there was nothing good to look at. But then, as he's looking into the hole, and into the direction of the hole itself, he suddenly falls into a trance, and freezes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice forest. Where's your... I don't see your house, though. I mean, is it, like, where is it? Are you okay? I mean, I don't, like, there's not really too much...
Alright. I guess we could just keep going then. Hey, Charlie.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
just keep
okay.
going then.
Yeah.
It takes Ted a few attempts to get Slime's attention to awaken back up again, but then he brushes it off like nothing actually happened. By the end of Ted's first stream, we start to pick up more and more bits of lore and lore information, and Ted decided that maybe, just maybe, there might be something at the bottom of that void, and maybe it's a good idea to jump in, and so he jumps in.
Here we go!
As he falls deeper and deeper into the void, he takes more and more damage, and to the point where one would normally die, but instead we cut to a black. As he is dropped into a new world, into a cavern filled with mossy cobblestone and redstone torches to light the cave. Ted amply questions what's happening. Where is he? What is the noises that are going on everywhere? And decides to slowly approach the end of the chasm. As we reach this room, at the end of the corridor, we find out that it's filled with yet even more mossy cobblestone, and lit up with a few more redstone torches in the cavern just before it. And right at the end of this room, there is a massive hole that leads into another void. As Ted approaches this hole, a voice comes up out of nowhere and says something that is unintelligible, shocking Ted. And as Ted walks closer to the second hole, the voice says, "The Void." Ted then peers into this hole, and the voice asks him to begin. And Ted amply jumps in, and as we fade to black, the music increases in loudness, and then stream ends. With no knowledge of what's gonna happen next, with this massive statement of lore just coming up out of nowhere right at the end of the stream. A few days later, Ted would stream again, starting off this stream with the exact same clip that we ended the last one on, probably to fill in the viewers who may have missed the last stream, but essentially to allow us to link back up from where we left off.
Oh!
At the end of the clip this time round though, instead of cutting to black in the end of the stream, because well it's the start of a new stream, we see that Ted wakes up at his bed out front of the Power Cove on Mount Cool.
What the fuck? Yo. That was a weird fucking dream. At least I think it was. Hey guys, what's up? What's poppin'? How's it going? Hey, we're back on the epic SMP.
Ted thinks it was all just a dream, that everything just happened was just in a figment of his imagination, that it didn't actually happen. He was also confused about all the changes in the area, that suddenly there was a building inside of the mountain itself, but we won't worry about that one too much. At first thoughts, most people thought that Ted was possessed by this void, hence the reason why he jumped in without questioning. But when Ted comes alive again, Ted claims it must have all been a dream, but the void hole is still there. He knows it is. He just casually decides not to actually acknowledge its existence again until way later in the stream. But as we approach this later section in the stream, Ted starts doing some peculiar things that may lead to potentiality that he's been possessed by this otherworldly voice that he heard when in the second room of the void. Ted then starts saying weird things like he's feeling evil today, or that he surely wouldn't do anything evil to the members of the server.
I can't.
Get those hands,
I can't.
Come on.
Is that Disney? Is that Walt Disney?
What's up?
Look behind you.
At the back end of the clip that I just showed you, we also hear a loud, deep growl coming from Ted himself. This is likely to be that possessing person from the void. As we continue on throughout the stream, he starts to growl more and more, showing that something or someone is fighting Ted for control as the day begins to go on and on. More things start to happen. Ted would randomly freeze up and growl at anyone or anything. He would start to build a house closer to the void and ask J Schlack if he could make a murder machine.
Right, hold on.
Now, here's a question for you, Mr. Swagger Soul. Is there any in this collection of machines you have, is there any sort of like machines that are good for killing?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. Not at the moment.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
We then later learned that potentially other people such as Swagger Souls might be able to see the void, but whether he will do anything with this knowledge is up into the air at this point in time.
Weird. I just went around it. I didn't really look at it at all.
Interesting.
Did you make it?
No, it just showed up there. It was
It's
where
really
when we
weird.
got here. Yeah.
Well, I will go nowhere near there.
Okay. Well, yeah, be careful on your way back. It was nice to talk to you.
That is all for this week's lore episode, and I intend to go through bits and pieces of the lore that comes up throughout the week. It's a little bit more difficult to keep track of this stuff when I'm trying to keep track of everything happening at the same time, but this is definitely an interesting part of the server so far, and I'm kinda want to see where we go, because as I said at the beginning of the video, that most SMPs have to do something more than just the typical survival Minecraft thing. They have to start having fun with events, maybe start building laws and things on those lines, because there's only so long normal Minecraft building and things on those lines will hold an audience to watch the content. Either way, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like down below. If you did enjoy this little bit of a stylization and a more darker, deeper tones when talking about something that is potentially evil, let me know down in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and put on notifications, as I'll be making more epic SMP based videos. And I'll see you this weekend for the recap. Goodbye for now.